Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Jay's Beer Review. The beer I'm doing today is the Alchemist Vermont Heady-Topper. This beer here is a product out of Waterbury, Vermont. And this beer weighs in at 8% alcohol by volume. Now this beer here is an interesting story behind it. I guess basically this brewery, the Alchemist, they had significant damage to their brewery back when the hurricane came in, Hurricane Irene, and they pretty much lost everything. They had like a whole charity event where they like auctioned off beer or raised money for their beer that they had, and a good buddy of mine actually went up there and picked up some of their beer and picked up this IPA. And the reason why I'm reviewing it is because he handed it to me and told me the story behind what they were doing for them. And interestingly enough, this beer is like ranked really, really high. I believe on Beer Advocate, it's currently ranked as like the 6th best IPA on the planet. So, you know, with that story behind it and knowing that it's supposedly a great beer, he gave me a can of this and wanted me to go ahead and review it. So that's what we're doing today. Now the glass I'm using is my Boddington tulip glass because this is a little bit larger than your typical 12 ounce, and so it should be able to hold this entire beer. So. Now the one last thing I want to show you is right on the top here it says drink from the can. Now I'm not one to drink beer straight from the can, so I am going to use my glass, but I probably will save a little bit in the can just to see if I can notice that difference. So with that said, we're going to break into it and give it a try. Okay, I have a pretty nice full-size beer here. There's just a little bit in the can, and I'm going to drink from the can as well to see if I, like I said, notice that difference. First things first, I want to comment on the aroma first before I actually go to the body because I could smell it as I popped it and was pouring it in. It smelled really intense, really nice, clean smell. Really nice citrus hop aroma, but I say that a lot, like these IPAs have a citrus aroma. This really smells citrusy. This actually smells like fresh squeezed orange juice mixed in with like a sugary maltness. And then a nice pine, clean hop present as well. I think this is probably the best smelling IPA I've ever smelled in my life. Wow, that's awesome. Awesome aroma. Now with the body. What we have is I would say an orange in color. Actually, there's even like a slight brownish hue to it as well. We got a real hazy presence and some sediment is definitely floating in the beer. There's a low carbonation and about a 3-finger nice fluffy white head. Now, let's give it a taste. Cheers. Wow, my buddy was right. This is amazing. First off, it's so juicy-like and so citrus-like. It's so sweet. I don't even know I'm drinking beer. There is a bitterness that's perfectly balanced with it that lingers in the finish, but it's got such a nice presence of citrus juice to it that it's perfect. It's a perfect combination. It goes down so nice on the palate. It's so refreshing. It's got a clean finish to it. That's an amazing flavor. I think this is going to beat the Sculpin for as far as the best IPA I've ever had in my entire life. Let's try it from the can. Well, it doesn't do anything wrong to it, but I'll tell you right now, I am definitely under the impression that pouring it out of the glass is really, really enjoyable because that head that, you know, is made out of the beer gives it a little bit of a creamier texture than straight from the can. But either way, the can or the glass, this is amazing. I can't believe I'm drinking beer, and more importantly, I can't believe this is 8%. I want another 4-pack of this or 6-pack of this. I have to get me more of this. This is awesome. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and drink some more of this and get back to you in a little while. Cheers. All right, well, I'm back, and as you can see, I have just a little bit of beer here left. Let me tell you, there's all kinds of debris floating on this beer. Kind of reminds me of a hurricane or maybe a tornado, but this beer was really, truly amazing. This is by far the best IPA I ever had, and I thought the Sculpin IPA by Ballast Point was good. This was amazing. I never even felt like I was drinking beer because of how drinkable it was. And let's not forget, it was 8% alcohol, which is not a light beer. It's actually considered a double IPA while I was reading this nice long description on the back. And, you know, it had some bitterness to remind you that it was beer, but that's the only thing that stopped me from thinking that it wasn't, because it had such a juice-like quality, and the aroma was so intense. I mean, it smelled like pine and citrus, and then it tasted like orange juice with a nice creaminess to it and a nice sweetness as well blended in with it. And I can't say enough, and I hope I can get my hands on more of this, because this was an amazing beer and by far the best IPA I ever had in my life. Talk about blowing me out of the park and not knowing what to expect, knowing that, you know, it was ranked high and there was a reason why this beer is special. But oh my God, words can't describe how delicious this beer was. I can't see anybody who's a craft beer enthusiast not drinking this beer and thinking amazing things about it. And, you know, like I said, Beer Advocate currently has it considered the 6th best IPA out there. And, you know, the other 5 that may be beaten, I'm sure the Sculpin's up there. I'm sure the Stone Ruination's up there. And, you know, maybe a part of me is thinking, because I didn't expect it to be so great, and then it was, helps it. But the truth of the matter is, it doesn't matter what made it great. It's just that I was able to drink this so easily and enjoyed it so much. I want another one right now. It's almost like dessert in a can. It's amazing. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and do my final chug and then give you my final thoughts and grade. Wow. I'm sad it's gone. I want another one so bad. With that said, it's very easy. This is a top-notch beer. I'm going to see if I can put it somewhere on the top 5 beers I've ever had in my life. If not, it's definitely going on the honorable mention list. It was amazing. Best IPA I've ever had, bar none. It blew Sculpin out of the water, and I love that beer. So I have to get myself more of this beer. That's the bottom line. So again, that was the Alchemist Heady-Topper IPA with a score of top notch. And till next time, thanks for watching.